Hello. I'm on my last day with the XC90 and I'm actually back here at Fornebu and it's time to deliver it back to Volvo Car Norway. So this is the press car that I've had for 11 days. It's a model 25 XC90 T8 plug-in hybrid. It's finished off in the dark exterior theme and in the beautiful denim blue metallic and rocking these huge 22-inch alloys. Amazing spec, amazing car. But I started this video just right over here. Little video series starring the XC90. I started this with the question, is it time to say goodbye to the XC90? Is it time to say goodbye? In this video, I will answer that question. Is it time to say goodbye? And why did I ask that question? Well, in just a couple of weeks, we have the EX90 knocking on the doors here in Norway. In just a couple of weeks, that will touch down. And what then happens with the XC90? Is it room for both? Isn't the EX90 the XC90's replacements? Well, in many eyes, it is a replacement for the current XC90 generation. Even though it is really not. But is it time to say goodbye? Well, luckily I can say it is not time to say goodbye. We will not say goodbye to the XC90. I will not say goodbye to the XC90. Because the XC90 and the EX90 will actually live side by side for many years to come. Maybe all the way up to 2030, maybe even longer, who knows? But either way, it is not time to say goodbye to the XC90. That is, I'm really glad that it's not time to say goodbye. A lot of you already know that these two cars will live side by side, but for those that don't know, that's why I wanted to make this video, just to reinforce that it's not time to say goodbye. It is not over yet. There's a saying, it's not over until the fat lady sings or something. Well, the fat lady XC90 aren't singing yet. It is not over. And I'm so glad because I love the XC90. And one of the highlights with the XC90 are just exterior design. Where are you going, you little seagull? Are you gonna take a shit on my car? These seagulls are just sometimes get us pretty close. But yeah, as I said, I really love the XC90. And especially the exterior design. It looks so purposeful even 10 years after it got launched. But why won't Volvo discontinue the XC90? Is it room for both? Well, one of the main reasons why Volvo won't discontinue the XC90 are the global sales numbers or the sales figures. If we look at 2024, Q1 2024, the total sales figures for Volvo, 79% of that was plug-in hybrid or battery electric vehicles. And 21% completely battery electric. So 79% plug-in hybrid or mild hybrid and 21% battery electric. If we look at 2023, Volvo sold 708 cars globally. And if my memory serves me correctly, 84% of that was plug-in hybrid and mild hybrid options. 84%, and then 16% was battery electric. So there's still a high demand for plug-in hybrids, mild hybrids. Not every market are so EV crazy as Norway. And when we talk about Norway are like the exception of the rule here. Because what will happen with the XC90 in Norway? Well, if we look at the sales figures for just Norway, all cars, not just Volvo, all cars, new cars here in Norway, we are over 90% pure battery electric vehicles. It's just crazy. The politicians here, they have a love for the electric cars and they have a hate for the plug-in hybrids. They just keep loading them on with taxes and more taxes, making them quite expensive. So here in Norway, 90% are pure battery electric vehicles. But on a global scale, Volvo have still a high demand for plug-in hybrids and mild hybrids. That's why Volvo won't discontinue the XC90 and we don't have to say goodbye to it. But when we talk about Norway, what will happen here? Is it room for both? Well, sadly, I don't think there's room for both. And sadly, I think here in Norway, we do have to say goodbye to the XC90. It's just a matter of time. I'm recording this video on the 25th of August. And just a couple of days ago, Volvo issued a press release saying that they would discontinue the V60 and V90. Completely understandable. I was expecting it because the sales figures for the V60 and V90, like in 2024, the first 6 months, they sold like less than 100 cars of both the V60 and V90 total. So there's no demand for a wagon here in Norway. Everybody wants SUVs. But what will happen with the XC90? I think maybe 2025 will be the last full sales year for the XC90 before Volvo Norway does the same as they did with the wagons. They will say goodbye, they will discontinue it from the Norwegian market because there's so much taxes on the plug-in hybrids, making it like 100,000 or 150,000 more expensive than the equivalent EX90. So here there's no point of getting the XC90 versus the EX90. And that's why I think we will lose the XC90 maybe in like 1 year's time. I'm guessing August, September next year, we will get a press release from Volvo Norway that says it's time to say goodbye to the XC90 here in Norway. So if you are looking for an XC90, this is the time to do it. This is the time, because eventually it's going to be too late. Then you are forced to go for the EX90. In other markets, such as Sweden, the EX90 are more expensive than the XC90. So that's where it's going to be really exciting to see what the customers pick. Do they go EX or XC? And like Germany, USA, I'm not sure how these markets are in tax benefits, electric versus plug-in hybrids. But I think here in Norway, it's soon time to say goodbye. But either way, it's not time to say goodbye. Luckily, and these two cars will live side by side. The XC90 will still be produced at Volvo's factory in Torslanda, Gothenburg. The home of Volvo is still going to be produced there for many years to come. The EX90 is going to be produced in South Carolina, USA. And that is going to be the case for quite some time, I think. Maybe the next EX60 will come home to Sweden on the SPA 2 generation. That is just expectation I have. But either way, Sweden produced in the EX USA. So we're gonna have Sweden and USA. XC90 versus EX90. Plug-in hybrid, mild hybrid versus full electric. But then there's a little twist to the story, because the story aren't over yet. The XC90's history aren't over here. It has been with us for 10 years. And I am expecting it to stay with us all the way up to 2030. But 4 days ago, Volvo issued a press release with a little picture attached. 1990 was the topic. So the story aren't over. But if you want to see more on that topic, on what I'm talking about, you do have to tune in to the next video. So it's going to be a to be continued. But either way, I'm going to end this video by, it's not time to say goodbye. It's not over until the fat lady sings. And the fat lady aren't singing yet. I really hope you enjoyed this video here on my channel, Volvo Christian. And now it's time to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And a huge thanks to all that subscribing or are subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot. But that's it. I can't even talk. That's it for this time. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.